the session we are going to continue the digital image processing, the chapter 1 as per your syllabus. So we have to be start from the chapter 1, digital image fundamentals. Have you seen the screen? Okay. So the voice is audible and you have to be see the screen. So there is no doubt. Okay. Shall I continue? Okay. So the digital image fundamentals. So what we are going to be discuss, elements of visual perception, image sensing and acquisition, image sampling and quantization, some basic relationship between pixels, linear and non-linear operations. All these are comes under the heading of digital image fundamentals. So from the previous class, what we have to be discussed, some of the basic terminologies and ideas that will be related in the digital image processing. What is the digital image? What are the basic operations that will be related with the digital image? What is the difference between image processing and image analysis? So like that we have to be discussed the basic idea, the basic concept, the key factor in the digital image processing concept. Now we have to be discussed what they have mentioned in clearly the syllabus, so that we can start from the off of the chapter 1, digital image fundamentals. So the first thing we are going to be discuss, elements of visual perception. So the elements of visual perception, you know very well, all the digital image related devices, the first thing, very first thing, we should capture the image. The input of the digital image processing, the input of the digital image analysis, we need the two-dimensional or three-dimensional image for further process. There is no doubt, because you know very well, we are going to do a computer-based analysis. We are going to perform a digital device-based analysis. So we need the input. So the input is the captured image. So the image is captured by whatever the electronic device, whatever the electronic image related device we are going to use, that one is play an important role to get or to capture the image. So that image here we have to be see the input device for any digital related devices is working exactly look like a human eye. That's why the first thing, the first element, the first factor, the first component we are going to be discuss, elements of visual perception. So please students, once you hear my voice, please put your audio in mute, because others also maybe get a clear voice. That's why. So if you have any doubt, or you can suppose if you are going to answer it at that time, you can unmute your mic, no problem. Okay. Although the digital image processing field is built on a foundation of mathematical and probabilistic formulation, one of the important characteristics based on the elements of visual perception is the digital image foundation is laid on. We have to be put the foundation of digital image on the basis of mathematical and probabilistic. You know very well, whenever we try to capture the image, it is related with the mathematical function. What is the mathematical function here we are going to apply to capture the image? A simple thing, just to estimate the distance between our human eye and the destination object. So the first thing, where the object is exactly located, what is the dimension, what is the distance between our human eye perception and the destination object. That is the mathematical issue here, because we are getting a we are getting a little bit doubt. We are going to discuss the image process and image analysis. Then what about the foundation of mathematical? Here the word mathematical and probabilistic. Probability means you know very well the possibility. Whether we have to be capture the image inside within the boundary or out of the boundary. So whatever it may be, but the probability, there is a chance. So that probability has to be explained in the previous session. Finite set of pixels, infinite set of pixels. Finite set of pixel means the image laid down within the boundary, our scope, within the limit, within the border. Infinite set of pixel means the image gone beyond the boundary, outside of the boundary. So that is the meaning of here the word mathematical and probabilistic. Mathematical means it is not a complicated mathematical functionalities, a simple thing. Mathematical means here the distance is calculated. What is the what distance between the human eye and the captured image? If the distance is out of focus or little far, then you may get a blurred image. If the distance is very close, you may get a contrast. If the distance is maintained exactly as per the specification, you may get a clear picture. That is the meaning of mathematical and probability formulation. Okay, then the human intuition analysis play a central role, a vital role, an important role in the choice of one technique versus another. Here, how to get a very quality pictures, how to get a excellent quality pictures, that decision, that analysis is always taken by a human nature. The same mechanism we have to be operated the digital camera, we have to be adjust to the given option in the digital camera to get a better image, to take a better image. So the human intuition and analysis that is play an important role to guess the distance between the object and our human eye or our input sensor, the imaging input sensor, the distance. If you have to be calculate and you have to be adjust the distance between these two factors, you may get a quality picture. You may get a quality of the image. எப்பவுமே நார்மலா நமக்கு நம்ம கேமராவுக்கும் அந்த ஆப்ஜெக்ட்டுக்கு இடையில உள்ள டிஸ்டன்ஸ் இஃப் இட் இஸ் எக்ஸாக்ட் அப்படிங்கும்போது யூ மே கெட் ஏ கிளியர் பிக்சர். அதர்வைஸ் வாட் வி ஹேவ் டு டூ, என்ன பண்ணுவோம், போட்டோ எடுக்கும் போது கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி வர சொல்லுவோம். வி ஹேவ் டு கால், வி ஹேவ் டு ஆஸ்க் them to come forward or to move right, move left. Why this adjustment? In order to get a very good or in order to get a quality of the image. அதான் வந்து the human intuition. The human intuition here determine the quality of the image. Okay, so this choice based on, there are three functionalities, three components. What are the three components in the human visual perception? The first one is structure of the human eye. The second one is image formation in the eye. The third one, brightness, adaptation and discrimination. So these three are the major component in the visual perception to determine the quality of image, to determine the quality, image quality. So here you have to be see the first one. You can see the image. I think the image is visible for you. So this is the human eye nature, structure. Why they have to be explained this human eye means the human, how the human eye act to capture the image. This is the role model for digital image devices. This is the role model of, this is the intuition of This is the foundation for input device for digital image electronic devices. So here you have to be see the components. The components you have to be see here. The major one or the important one here, lens. Because through the lens only the object is going to be transferred and is going to be reflected with the help of retina. Retina is the screen behind the eye, behind the lens. It is a screen lens that will allow the incoming rays, incoming light, incoming image of the any object. So through that only the light wave or the light or the color is transferred through the eye and it hit on the retina, then the image has to be reproduced and reflected. If it is not possible to reproduce means you will not get the clear picture at the display device. I think from the first component, the first 2 or 3 headings in the chapter 1, the first 2 or 3 headings in the chapter 1, you may study the components of digital image processing. The components. What are the different components? Imaging sensor, imaging display, mask storage, hard copy of the device. Like that you may study some of the major components of the digital image processing devices. So all the digital image processing device, the input portion, the input sensor is look like and exactly designed to work as a human eye. That's why here they have to be mentioned in the different components. The different components of human eye, and we have to be matched. We have to be compare exactly the digital input devices. You know very well. எல்லாருக்குமே கேமரா அப்படினாவே என்ன ஞாபகத்துக்கு வரும்? லென்ஸ். ஏன்னா through the lens only the image is going to be travel and it going to be reproduced. அந்த lens வழியா தான் image உடைய light waves, the light rays is going to be travel, is going to be get back as a reproduced image. Okay. Here பாருங்க ரெட்டினாங்கிறது ஸ்க்லரா, கொராய்ட், பிளைண்ட் ஸ்பாட், ஃபோவியா அப்படிங்கிறது. இந்த ஃபோவியாங்கிறது என்ன அப்படின்னா the central point, the center of the retina. The center of the retina is called as fovea அப்படிங்கிறது. So visual axis, the interior chamber வரக்கூடியது அது visual axis. So the axis determines the direction of the image. Cornea அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து the outer layer. So iris அப்படிங்கிறது it is nearby the lens. So the nearby the lens or the lens is mounted on the base of iris அப்படிங்கிறது. இங்க nerve and sheath அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து that is related with the human nerve system to supply the signal from brain. Actually the image has to be controlled our human eye. The image capturing, the image reproducing is controlled by our human brain. The human eye, the input process, the image capturing process, the image analysis process, the image segmentation, image enhancement, image restoration. So this everything controlled by our human brain through the nerve and sheath. The same way the control unit, the power supply unit of the electronic device, digital image electronic devices is controlled by the specialized unit, the control unit. It has to be provided. There are many options. It has to be provided. There are many options in the form of menu to get a quality picture or to make enhancing the captured image. Is like that. Okay, this is the first part. The first part here, I have to be mention the theoretical sentences. The figure shows a very simplified horizontal axis of the human eye. Maximum the human eye diameter here they have to be mention it 20 mm. The simplified horizontal cross section of the human eye that has to be displayed in the previous image. So the eye is nearly a sphere format. It is nearly a sphere format. The diameter is approximately 20 mm. Why we have to be mentioning here the diameter of approximately 20 mm? Because you are going to design. You are a designer of the hardware device, digital camera device or any digital visual capturing device. So you have to be design the lens, you have to be design the input camera, the inner part of the lens diameter, the curvatures almost comes around 20 mm. That's why here they have to be mentioning. Then the general word, the membranes that will be covered in the eye. Here you can see the image. The outer membranes that enclose the eye, cornea, sclera, that outer cover, and the choroid. So these three will be the protecting cover, protecting mechanism, protection for the lens. Because the lens is not directly connected to the external environment. Why? What is the reason? Because the lens play an important role to capture the image. So that one, it is not allowed to directly interact with the external environment. So we have to be protected. We have to be protect the part. We have to be protect that component by using these three membranes. This is the structure of the human eye explanation. The purpose is we are going to be design the same way, the same method, the same mechanism to the digital camera or digital input or image capturing devices. Okay, so this is the first component. The first component of the elements of visual perception is structure of the human eye. Do you have any doubt in this segment? Okay, then we can move to the, then we have to be moved to the second component. The second component of the human eye, image formation in the eye. How the image is formed, how the image is reproduced by the human eye. The second one. So first one is the structure of the human eye. The second one is the image formation in the human eye. Because you know very well the difference between the vision and the blindness. நார்மலா வந்து ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்டை பார்க்கக்கூடியவங்களுக்கும் ஒரு ஆப்ஜெக்டை பார்க்க முடியாதவங்களுக்கும் என்ன டிஃபரன்ஸ் இருக்கும்? Do you have any idea the difference between vision and blindness? ஏதாவது any idea, dear students? Anyone having the idea the difference between vision and blindness? அதாவது பார்க்க முடியறதுக்கும் பார்க்க முடியாததுக்கும் என்ன வித்தியாசம் இருக்குன்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க? ஏன்னா நார்மலா வந்து we are going to capture the image for analysis, we are going to capture the image for processing, we are going to capture the image for segmentation. அந்த image capture பண்ணாதான் then we have to be moved to the second stage, then we have to be moved to the second step. அந்த image capture பண்றதுக்கு we have to be get the input of the image, we need a lens, we need the input sensing for the device, we can call it as lens. அந்த lens வேணும். So அந்த lens மூலமா we have to get the image, but not only getting the image, we should reproduce the image. அந்த image பார்த்தா மட்டும் பத்தாது, அந்த image வந்து we have to be reproduce. அப்பதான் வந்து அதுதான் வந்து design அப்படிங்கிறது. Just simply you can look the object, but it is not possible to reproduce it அப்படின்னா we have to be called as blindness. அதாவது எல்லாருக்கும் இருக்கிற மாதிரி தான் அவங்களுக்கும் வந்து அந்த பார்வைக்கான செக்மெண்டேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும். பட் வாட் இஸ் த மேஜர் டிஃபரன்ஸ்? இட் வில் நாட் கெட் ரெஃப்ளெக்டட், இட் வில் நாட் கெட் ரீப்ரொடியூஸ்டு. அந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆஃப் த ஹியூமன் ஐ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, இந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆஃப் த ஹியூமன் ஐ அப்படிங்கிறதுல ஃபோவியா அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு காம்போனன்ட், த சென்ட்ரல் பாயிண்ட் ஆஃப் த ரெட்டினா அப்படிங்கிறதுல என்ன சொல்லுவோம்னா ஃபோவியா. ஸோ த இமேஜ் பாசிங் த்ரூ த லென்ஸ் அண்ட் ஹிட் with the help of fovea, then only that will be forming the image, then only that will be reproducing the image. அப்படி இல்லை அப்படின்னா you can see the nearby blind spot, blind spotங்கிறது பாக்குறீங்க. Through the blind spot, if that will be more means you may permitted to transfer scattering the incoming light, scattering the incoming rays, scattering the incoming radiation. படக்கூடிய ஒளி வந்து we cannot get back, நம்ம வந்து அப்படியே திரும்ப கிடைக்காம it will be scattered inner eye. அப்படி போகும்போது என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா we cannot reproduce the image, only color. பார்க்குற எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு எப்படி தெரியும், blindness அப்படின்னா எல்லாமே வந்து ஒரு colored, அவ்வளவுதான், ஒரு colored image. அது that will not reproduce exact image, just வந்து என்ன ஒரு brightness, அவ்வளவுதான். You will not get back the accurate image. What is the reason? Means the retina central point will be damaged by the blind spots. The blind spots நிறைய இருந்தது அப்படின்னா it may allow to scatter the light. இந்த மாதிரி light wave வந்து டைரக்டா விழுகாம ஸ்கேட்டர் ஆயிரும். ஸ்கேட்டர் ஆகும்போது we cannot get the image. அதுதான் அந்த கேமரா லென்ஸ் கீழே போடுறீங்க, கேமரா கீழே விழுகுது. Suppose you have to be fixing the camera to fall down on the floor or water or any other way, you have to be damage the camera அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? You can break the lens, you have to be break the lens. So the lensக்கான inner part, reproducing section, that has to be damaged. அப்ப reproduce the image will become failure. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும் அப்படின்னா எந்த போட்டோ எடுத்தாலும் ஒரு டார்க்னஸ் இல்லாட்டி blurred color visions. So என்ன சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னா we have to be, we cannot get back the image back. So அதான் வந்து என்னன்னா சிம்பிளா வந்து சொல்றதா இருந்தா that is the difference between vision and blindness அப்படிங்கிறது. So இதுக்கு we have to be see the theoretical sentence that mentioned in the first paragraph. The principal difference between the lens of the eye and the ordinary optical lens, that the former is flexible. Normally என்ன சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னா human eye lens is flexible, but the mechanical device, the electromagnetic device or the mechanical device of the digital image segment, the input unit lens வந்து it is not a flexible. So we should be very careful to protect the lens in order to get back the originality of the image. இப்போ இந்த diagram பாருங்க, sorry, the image, you have to see the image. So this image is an example of a palm tree. ஒரு human ஐல எப்படி வந்து ஒரு இமேஜ் வந்து கேப்சர் பண்றோம், how to capture a object by using the structure of human eye and how it will be reproduced அப்படிங்கிறது. Just this is very important one, because capturing the input image is not at all a matter. It is not that much important to compare with image formation. ஏன்னா image உடைய input வந்து எப்படி வேணாலும் we have to be passed through the light, but it should be reproduced at the center of the fovea, center of the retina. The fovea வந்து எப்படி வந்து how that will be reproduce the image. Just you have to be look this figure. C is the center point of the lens. C is the center point of the human lens or the lens vision. So the first thing we have to be measure the height of the object, incoming object, 15 meter. Then the distance between the two factors, we have to be simply say that the distance from the object to the center of the lens, then from the center of the lens and the center of the retina, fovea. So the distance of the image formation has to be calculated. There are three. The three means one is the height of the image, height of the incoming object, height of the incoming object. Okay, that is the vision, that is the input, the height of the object. Okay, then how the image will be reproduced, how the image will be reformed, that we have to be calculate. There are two factors. One is the distance between object and the center of the lens, and another one factor is the distance between center of the lens and the center of the retina. Center of the retina means fovea. So if the center of the lens, fovea, we have to be called as fovea, then the center of the lens, maybe there is a chance for more number of blind spot, means the image will not reproduce. The image will not reproduce. Seeing the object and reproduce the image is only blurriness, only the color, only the scattered light. That will not reproduce the original image. That will not reproduce the original or originality of the image. So this is the example figure how to forming the image by using our human eye. So the radius of the curvature of anterior surface of the lens, anterior surface of the lens is greater than the radius of its posterior surface. Here we have to be see there are two words, anterior and posterior. Anterior, the incoming rays, posterior, the reflected rays. The reflected rays. Here, they have simple calculations. This formation, I think you may easily to read the sentences and easy to understand. When focus the object farther away than about 3 meter. So the lens exhibits its lowest refractive power. When the eye focus on a nearby object, the lens is strongly refractive. பக்கத்துல இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு இமேஜ் பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா ரொம்ப அக்யூரேட்டா தெரியும். அதே இந்த டிஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து அதிகமாக if you can consider the distance of the destination image is more or is increasing slowly, எப்படி நீங்க உணர்வீங்க? How you can realize the image, how you have to be realize the capture of image, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா சின்னதா தெரியும். அதாவது for example, whenever you look, whenever you have to be see the object very close your eye, it may get magnified, பெரிய இமேஜா தெரியும். If the distance is become increasing slowly, if the distance is increasing slowly means the size of the object also shrink. அதுவுமே வந்து எப்படி தெரியும்? கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா that will be minimized. After a particular point, after a particular distance, it can't appear on your screen. உங்களுடைய visual screenல அந்த image வந்து மறைஞ்சிடும், disappear ஆயிடும். The same mechanism You have to be operate your lens. You have to be operate your digital image device, electronic device, to adjust the distance, to adjust the radius. What is the reason? To get a exact, to get a quality of the image. ஸோ அதை என்ன சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னா சிம்பிளா வந்து ஃபோக்கல் லென்த். அது என்ன சொல்றது அப்படின்னா we have to be called as focal length. நார்மலா focal length, the definition of focal lengthங்கிறது the distance between the center of the lens and the center of the retina. சிம்பிளா சொல்றதா இருந்தா a simple defined focal length. ஏன்னா ஸ்ட்ரக்சர் ஆஃப் த ஹியூமன் ஐ அப்படிங்கிறதுல அந்த காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் மட்டும் வரும். Here is the important point in the image formation. Image formation is the second component of elements in the visual perception. So this is an important thing, very important one, focal length. Based on the focal length only, we have to get a quality picture. We have to get the image enhancement. So what is the meaning of focal length? Focal length is the distance between center of the lens and the retina. Lens through the lens placed at the entrance. Retina back of the lens, behind the lens, that is the compound wall, that is the final. And the retina the image should be reflected. The image get back. The image is formed and that will be displayed through the display unit of digital image devices. So upon the distance between the center of the lens and the center of the retina is called the focal length. So a simple question, the diagram paranga, sorry, the figure paranga idla, from this figure what will be the focal length? Dear students, please, anyone or any one of the student, you have to give the answer. From this figure, what will be the focal length? இதுல வந்து focal length அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன? எந்த value? Which value is called as focal length here? 15 meter, 100 meter, 17 mm. Yeah, that is the exact answer. So that is the focal length. So that is the meaning here. The image formation in the eye அப்படிங்கிறதுல important thing வந்து focal length அப்படிங்கிறது. Okay. Then the third component of the elements of visual perception, brightness adaptation and discrimination. ஒரு இமேஜ் பாக்குறீங்க, அந்த இமேஜ்ல உங்களுடைய பார்வைக்கான அடாப்டபிள் லைட்டிங் இருந்தால்தான் you can easily see the image. Let us consider, you are going to look an image, you are going to look an object. If the object is surrounded by adaptive light environment, adaptive power environment, adaptive clarity, then only you have to capture the image. Then only you have to get the image through your human eye lens. ஒரு இமேஜ் பார்க்கலாம், ஓவர் பிரைட்னஸ் இருந்ததுன்னா we cannot see it, கண்ணு கூசும். If the brightness is more, then you will not perceive the exact portion of the incoming image or incoming object. At the same time, the brightness is below the visibility range. என்ன சொல்லுவோம்? இருட்டா இருக்குது அப்படின்னுவோம். So the இருட்டுங்கிறது, darknessங்கிறது below the visibility range. அந்த ரேஞ்சுக்கு கீழே இருக்கக்கூடிய light value, signal strength. In that signal strength also, we can't capture the image. உங்களுடைய செல்போன் இருக்கு, அதில் உள்ள கேமராவை யூஸ் பண்ணி you are going to take a picture. So if the light is normal, then only you may get a clarity of the, you may get a quality picture. Suppose the light is more அப்படினா என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? You have to be call the person to come this side. There is more clear the camera vision, the camera lens. அதே மாதிரி darkness இருக்குது, over darkness என்ன சொல்லுவீங்க? We cannot reproduce the image because the light visibility is below the specific range. So another important factor. So there are three important components in the elements of visual perception. One is structure of the eye. Structure of the eye describing the components of the human eye and its functionality. The second one is image formation in the eye. How the image will be formed and how the image will be reproduced. The image is reproduced with the help of the focal length. Focal length means the distance between center of the human lens or center of the device lens and the center point of the retina, the screen, the target screen. Third one, brightness adaptation and discrimination. So the main thing or the major thing, the brightness that is defined, the brightness that is related, the brightness that is linked with one word, one keyword, intensity. The keyword is intensity. By using this intensity, the human eye or the input unit of any digital image devices to discriminate the object, to differentiate the object, to discriminate the color. Color வித்தியாசப்படுத்தி காட்டுறது, object வித்தியாசப்படுத்தி காட்டுறது. That is the purpose of, that is the main function of brightness adaptation and discrimination அப்படிங்கிறது. That is related with intensity, because the digital images are displayed as a discrete set of intensities. Then only the human eye is able to discriminate between different intensity level. So that is the important thing. The intensity of the image, the intensity of the image that is determined the brightness and discrimination. So the range of the light wave, here they have to be given one figure, you can see. Here you have to be see. So this is the graphical representation for intensity of incident light waves, incident light rays, incidency of the incoming image. The glare limit, the upper limit, the bottommost one is the lower limit, then the intensity scale VA, VV. There are two symbolic representations, here they have to be mentioned. Then two keywords, scotopic, photopic, scotopic and photopic. So the scotopic and photopic means either we have to view the image directly through the lens, or we have to be read the image from any other media. We have to be taken the photo, or we have to be taken the input image either direct vision, or we have to be make it from any other stored media. So the intensity level, the brightness level, VA and BB, the range. So in this range, we have to be get a clear image. அந்த ரேஞ்ச் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க பாத்தீங்களா, VAங்கிறது BBங்கிறது, அதுல உள்ள அந்த இமேஜ் ரேஞ்சுக்குள்ள இருந்தால், within the range, then we have to get a clear image. If the level will become low or high, then you may get the differentiation. அதான் நீங்க நார்மலா வந்து எல்லா எலக்ட்ரானிக் டிஜிட்டல் இமேஜ் டிவைசஸ்லயும் பார்ப்பீங்க. இமேஜ் வேரியேஷன் ஆர் இமேஜ் மார்பிங்ல அவங்க கொடுத்திருக்கிறது ஒரு ரேஞ்ச் கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. Between the range, if you can adjust your device, you may get a clear image. இல்ல அப்படின்னா you have to get some blurred image or you may get some contrast. The same mechanism look like our human eye. Human eye க்கும் ஒரு radius இருக்கும். Brightness, adaptive and discrimination la human eye also having the threshold value. When the threshold value will become varied, அதான் நம்ம என்ன சொல்லுவோம், நம்ம ஐல some defect இருக்கு, we have to go for additional lens, wear the lens. கண்ணாடி போடுவோம். கண்ணாடியோட main purpose and what is the purpose of the lens அப்படினா to see the object, to get the object in a clear way. So that has to be adjusted with this range, the brightness and adaptiveness. B அப்படிங்கிறது, that is the meaning of brightness. Adaptive, A and B. The A and B is the adaptiveness range. If the image has to be reproduced within this range, means you may get a clear image and clear discrimination. Otherwise, you may get the defect of your device. You have to be enhance the lens and these things. So this is the question. So today we discussed one question, that one important one, elements. Explain the elements of visual perception. Means the visual perception elements, three important elements. One is structure of the human eye. The second one is formation of the image in the human eye. Third one is brightness, adaptation and discrimination. These three are the components of human the visual perception. Okay, by using this you have to be get one activity. You can see the activity. I may assign this activity as a assignment, and afterwards I have to be give the deadline. A very easiest one, not that much any difficulties. Here you have to see the image. Before see this activity, you can see your notes from this image. So from this image, what is the height of the input? Height of the input is 15 meter. The distance between the object and the lens center point, center of the lens, is 100 meter. Okay, very good. Then the distance between center of the lens and the center of the retina, 17 mm. 17 mm. By using this, we have to be calculate the focal, not only the focal length, simply we can call the H index. The H index means the refractive index. Here you can see this theoretical paragraph. The value of refractive index H equal to 2.55 mm. How this value occurred? The value வந்து எப்படி வந்தது? So the value, how we can derive the value, how we can find the refractive index? A simple one. You can see the formula, 15 by 100. 15 means the height of the input. The height of the input object is 15 meter, 15. Then divided by 100. 100 means the distance between the object and the center of the lens, equal H by 17. H, we are going to find the value of H. By 17 means the distance between center of the lens and the center of the retina. So this is the formula. I have to be mentioning it here. This is the formula to find the H refractive index. Here you can see the formula. Note the formula. How to find the refractive index of any image formation in the human eye, image height divided by distance between image and the lens equal to h by inner diameter of the lens. That is the meaning of inner diameter of the lens, means the distance between center of the lens and the center of the retina. Suppose here you can see the given example how the value 2.55 mm means 15 by 100 int cross multiplication symbol 17, because the value of h equal to 15 by 100 int multiplication 17, you may get the value, the h value 2.mm, that is the refractive index of the focal length of an object of an image formation. So here the same mechanism, how you have to be calculate. This slide I will send you, I will share through your WhatsApp or through your Google Classroom. So how to calculate the refractive index here? The height, input height is 23 meter. So 23 by 100. 23 by 100 equal to h divided by 21. 21. So then we have to be find the value of h. H equal to 23 by 100 into multiplication 21. You have to be get the value of refractive index h. So this is the activity from the first part, elements of visual perception. Okay. Now I have to be given some minutes for you. You have any clarification, any doubt in this topic? Don't feel any hesitations. You have to be asked the questions either in Tamil or English. Do you have any doubt for elements of human perception? Okay, students. I think then because if we can start the next question, we may get a little time. So the next class we will see the important question, image sensing and acquisition. How to sensing the image through the digital image devices and how to acquire it on the electronic media or the electromagnetic stored media. Okay. So thank you for today session. Thank you for your patience. Once again I have to be asked, if you want any clarification, you have to be asked it. You have to be asked now. Okay. Thank you very much. We will see the next session, the remaining topics one by one. Thank you very much.